Education has long been seen as a path out of childhood poverty, Cincinnati's crisis. If you're a student at a low-income school, the dream of college and paying for it may seem as distant as going to the moon. But a Cincinnati program is working to make that dream come true by using a country club sport. Local 12's Jeff Hirsch explains.
Squash is yuppie racquetball. Invented at a British boarding school in the 1800s, the game's heritage is one of old privilege and old money.
When you think of squash, of course, it's an elitist sport played by the wealthiest people in the country at the wealthiest schools in the country.
In other words, rich and white. But these squash players are anything but rich.
All right, get them going.
And their faces are mostly black and brown. Squash in the inner city.
Well, I didn't know what it was at first, but after I learned what it was, I wanted to play it.
Welcome to the Cincinnati SQUASH Academy, housed in an Over-The-Rhine community center. The academy provides cultural activities, community service projects, and after-school tutoring for students from 4 inner-city low-income schools.
How many math problems do you have tonight?
I want that ball tight.
And then there's coaching and competition in a sport most of these kids had never heard of, let alone done.
I thought it would be like hitting vegetables around.
I think the biggest thing is that they're not used to is just the idea of playing a sport within 4 walls. I think that's a completely foreign concept to them.
Racquetball and squash are pretty similar. There are a few rule differences, but the biggest differences are these. The squash racket is bigger, the squash ball is smaller, and unlike a racquetball, a squash ball hardly even bounces.
Which means you have to run faster to get to the ball and hit it harder to give it some zing. You have to think, plan, and follow the rules.
Teaches you a lot of life lessons, and I think that's the biggest thing for us is trying to provide that stability to our kids.
Lydia and Edie Tesfaye know all about stability and hard work. The daughters of Ethiopian immigrants, the girls have been with Cincinnati Squash since 2014, the program's first year.
No, I have no idea what squash is before.
Make sure your grip is good. Good.
They have a support system, after school they do homeworks and other things. Therefore, it's not only just sport activity.
Homework help at the academy
Fraction to a percent.
leads to homework confidence at home, where the girls, that's 5th grader Lydia on the left, 6th grader Edie on the right, live with their parents and 2 younger sisters. And this is the real payoff. Connections through the Squash Academy helped Lydia and Edie get scholarships to the private and expensive Seven Hills School. And that's just the first step. There are also squash scholarships to college, expensive elite colleges. That's the hope for each of the 45 kids here.
So our long-term goal is that they graduate with a degree as a young professional with skills, leadership skills, character skills, life skills. And this program is giving them a pathway to scholarships that can give them this future.
The Squash Academy plans to nearly double the number of kids over the next 5 years. Of course, that's still a drop in the bucket when you consider all the low-income children in Cincinnati. But leaders here say the academy model could be adapted to other activities by other agencies, basketball, soccer, chess, as long as it's not just simply after-school sports. You also need the academic, cultural, and personal growth components.
It's great, not just on the court, in the classrooms, and just as individuals. We've seen, just in 2.5 years, we've seen some amazing growth.
Of course, college may seem a long way off when you're 11 or 12, but that's okay. For now, these kids are mastering something new, having fun, and competing against other urban squash programs around the country. And speaking of competition, who's better, you or your sister?
Me.
Sounds like somebody's going to get squashed. Jeff Hirsch, Local 12 News.
And the Cincinnati Squash Academy partners with 4 high-poverty schools in the West End and Over-the-Rhine: Hayes Porter, Taft, St. Joseph's, and CHCA.
If participating students earn scholarships to private schools, they're still allowed to remain in the squash program. The academy also tries to help kids get into high-performing public schools like Walnut Hills.